Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and as always I hope you're doing well under these very, very difficult circumstances. Apologies, just getting a few things set up properly because I was in a little bit of a rush, I'm not going to lie, for the last last broadcast. As always, my name is John, your host, and we are going to be discussing Newcastle versus West Ham live in the Premier League that kicks off in 13 minutes time. So let's just see who's around. Puska Thapa says Premier League is my best football match. It's not a football match, mate. It's a competition, but okay, whatever floats your boat. Louis, hello, mate. We 2-1, I think. So check with the winner, possibly. Hello, Dale. Hope you're doing all right. So we are live, and I have hopefully the lucky shirt on, and I have the West Ham chilled mug with some beer in it as well, for that matter. Okay, so let's start off by talking about the team sheet. As far as West Ham are concerned, it's unchanged from the last game. So we basically have Fabianski in goal, Fredericks, Diop, Ogbonna, and Creswell making up the back four. Souček and Rice, with Bowen, Fornals, Lanzini, and Antonio. So the 4-2-3-1 formation as last time. Substitutes this time, slight difference is Randolph, Johnson, Silva, Ayeti, Masuaku, Wilshere, Noble, Balbuena, and Yarmolenko. So still no Allaire. So no way we're going to be able to deal with that. On the bench, for Newcastle, the starting 11 is Dubravka, Kraft, Lascelles, Fernandez, Manquillo, Shelvey, Hayden, Saint Maximin, Almiron, Joel Linton, Dwight Gale. On the subs bench, we have Newcastle have Slar, Carroll, Ritchie, Yedlin, Lazaro, Darlow, Rose, Bentlev, Matty, Longstaff, and Craig Pawson as the referee. So Louis says he's happy with that. Dare, hi, how are you? Dale says got me lucky four-leaf clover and me lucky shirt and me lucky shot glass and me lucky rum. And come on your own. Hello guys, good to see you. Louis says Carroll is bound to score, but what, my old mate? But what? Dale says that's lucky. So as I say, I'm just quite happy with. I'm happy with that there is no change. I mean, technically there should have been, as we've discussed on many occasions over the last few weeks. But at the same point, I'm quite happy with that. I am very happy with the setup. Very happy with how things. How Moyes has set up things. Not especially happy with the fact that we're starting without a striker, but totally understandable because it is the old football cliche. You don't change a winning team. So I'm quite happy with from that side of things. As always, guys, we're all going to talk with each other as the game goes on. So up here on the big screen, a completely unrestricted view. Hopefully everyone's all right. Louis says hopefully Carroll won't score. Darius says I'm from Ireland, so I hope we bring the luck. Dar, you're not the only one that watches from Ireland, mate. Susan says I missed you, JP, from like 7 months ago. I remembered I stayed the whole stream once with West Ham versus Liverpool and unfortunately we lost 3-2. That wasn't 7 months ago, mate, but you're not far off. That was end of February, beginning of March. End of February, towards the end of February, I should say. But good to see you. So please, but I will say to you now, stop, everybody for that matter, not just It's Fusion. Can you stop putting the same messages in until I read them out? This isn't a platform for that. We're talking about the game. But yeah, as I say, it's good to see that we've got some. It's good to see we've got a lot of motivation in there. I mean, again, guys, let's not forget that the way that the table stands, if we can get a win today, we go up to 15th with the way that the results have been. It's looking very promising for us again today. So again, our things are very, very much in our favour. For just to go over yesterday's results, Brighton beat Norwich 1-0 yesterday. Leicester beat Crystal Palace 3-0. Man United Bournemouth was 5-2 to Man U. Arsenal beat Wolves 2-0 away. Chelsea won 3-0 at home at Watford. And earlier today, Burnley and Sheffield United is 1-0, which is normally the case. The mid-morning kickoff is normally, oh sorry, early afternoon I should say. The early afternoon kickoff is normally a draw, which I'm hoping we get for Burnley at home next week. Next time we play him, which I think, if I remember correctly, is actually Wednesday, isn't it? Wednesday evening at 6:00. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Rick says, "Sorry, I'm here now. Sorry, I'm late. It's all right, mate. Don't worry about it. Yeah, plenty of time. Plenty to score line 2-1 to West Ham." Says Fusion. Fair dues. Louis says, "Has Moyes opened his eyes a bit? Possibly, but he's a stubborn git. If he puts the right team sheet out, then he won't make any changes. It's as simple as that. I mean, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not always a good thing either, for that matter. But I'm really looking forward to this, and I hope you guys too are as well. You know, as I say, I've got my drinks ready, got everything going. So hopefully we'll have a good conversation today, and hopefully we'll be able to watch some good football as well, for that matter. And I really, really hope that nobody asks about a link for the game either, for that matter, because it's just getting ridiculous. Dare says, "Yeah, however, everyone else is from Ireland. We can bring 2 times the luck. Come on your ones." Well, so guys, yeah, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Do you agree with it? Do you agree with the facts? I'm a little bit anarchy today for some random reason. Do you think that the team sheet is correct? Do you let me know your score predictions, Dale. We already know what you're going to put up before you say it, Sam. We know you're going to put 3-1, so don't even bother. But yeah, I'll be happy with a point. I'll be happy with a 1-1, to be honest with you. It'd be nice. I know it might be a little bit boring, but St James's Park have always been a very, very difficult place for us to go to. Where's my remote gone? It's been a very, very difficult place for us to go to, but I will be very, very happy if we get a point. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll be absolutely ecstatic if we move up to 15th, because that should put us very, very clear. And as I say, it should put us very, very clear. Because basically everybody else around us, literally everybody else around us, has got a game in hand. We'd be 33 points away, so we'd be 6 points clear. We're still staying 16th, but we'll be 6 points clear of the bottom 3. And I really, really hope that. Newcastle, on the other hand, if they get a win today, they move up the table to 11th. Rick says, "Yeah, team sheet. Yeah, sheet is correct. I'm saying 2-1 West Ham." Fusion says if West Ham loses, oh wait, this will not happen. They will win. There says 2-2. Carroll and St. Maxim, Bowen and Antonio. Well, Carroll's on the bench, mate. So, but yeah, you know it's going to happen. Chad, hello, mate. Says 2-1 Irons. That'd be nice. That'd be very, very nice. Hang on, where have I? Hang on 2 seconds, guys. Right, sorry, just had to grab me remote there to make sure that nothing spills through on the microphone. Dylan says, "What do you think of St. Maxim?" I think he's a very, very good player. Apparently, he's been linked with PSG in the papers, so don't take too that much of gospel. But I like the guy. Thanks for asking, Dylan. I really like the guy there. I think he's a very, very talented footballer. He's got a lot of prospects. That kid, a lot of prospects. Crowder St James's. But yeah, it's good. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. we're going to be setting up very strong. By all accounts, we're going to be setting up very to go for it. I mean, Antonio, bless him, is going to work his ass off as he always does. We know that. We know how difficult he likes to be towards other different players and against opposition players and everything. So, it's going to be fun. It's going to be good, and it's good to see that the players are clapping for because it's the NHS anniversary today. Dale says it was a bad day to stop drinking. That's what movie's that from? What film's that from? Oh no, that was Independence Day. I picked a hell of a day to stop drinking. That's the quote. So we ain't. Right, so just run through the team sheet again. So Bravka with a back four of Krafka, Kraft, Lascelles. Oh, it's gone too quickly. Fuck it. Airplane. It is an airplane as well, mate. No, you're right. Yeah. So Dubravka, Kraft, Lascelles, Fernandez, Manquillo back four. Hayden and Shelby's the holding midfielders. So Maxim Miller, so it's basically 4-2-3-1. Exactly the same formation we're doing. So again, Fabianski, Fredericks, Diop, Ogbonna, and Creswell. Souček and Rice. No ball out. Bowen out on the left. Antonio out on the up front with Lanzini out on the and Fornells out on the right with Lanzini in the number 10 role. So it'd be good. It'd be interesting to see. It. You could swap that round a little bit for. You could really put Lanzini out on the right with Bowen sitting behind Antonio or alongside Antonio. Technically, as he can play. He can, but he's not a striker. He can play second striker. But it's a good idea nonetheless. Yeah, Antonio's got 3 goals and 3 assists for West Ham this season. And as I said, as we talked about before, we've dropped 22 points from winning positions so far this season. 22 points. So we could have literally been round about 6th or 7th now if we'd taken our chances properly. Chad says, do you think Declan Rice will leave the season for Chelsea? He might leave at the end of this season if that's what you're asking about. But I don't think he will. I mean, I'm sick and tired of people asking the same bloody question because it's all everyone's talking about. He's a talented footballer, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Sophie Ann says, hey, mate, come on your irons. Sorry for being late, by the way. It's all right. Liam Maguire saying 3-0 Newcastle. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. And we're just about to do the kickoff now. Away the lads and Dayton's the ball. Ball is kicked, yet they're all doing the knee stance. That's a bit strange, that. Very, very strange. I'll do it again. Kick-off retaken for the 3rd time in a row now. Come on. Bloody hell. So Shelby boots it up by the looks of it. Something's happened already. You didn't get to see what was going on, and it's a goal kick for Fabianski. Clears it long, trying to find Souček, but Bowen tries to get it, and it comes out as ours, isn't it? Yeah, West Ham throw in. What are you doing, Fredericks? Honestly. Bowen to Souček, through to Lanzini, but loses the ball. And Saint Maximin just clears just, but that's a throw into us. Surely that the ball's gone out there. Must have done. Fredericks through to Fornals, but Fornals loses it. Newcastle on the attack. But Rice, Ogbonna, lose the ball again. So nothing out of the ordinary so far. Sorry, it was Diop, not Ogbonna. Sorry. A lot of mucking around, and Creswell boots it up the hill towards Antonio. He gets it, heads it down to Fornals by the looks of it, I think. Or that's Lanzini. It's Lanzini. But goalkeeper gathers. West Ham Gem 75. You haven't confirmed why you say my channel's racist, because you've got no grounds, and as a result, you've been blocked. So Newcastle in possession still. Newcastle still in possession. So nobody really wanting to. We're waiting for the counter-attack. This is as Souček tries to get the ball but fails miserably. Everyone just standing around, giving Newcastle so much space, so much time on the ball, straight through the midfield. Unfortunately, Creswell gathers. And Souček through to Antonio, through to Fornals. He should pass it through to Bowen, which he does. Good ball in. Get it! Yes! 1-0. Antonio, 2-2. Very, very good build-up there. Very, very good build-up. As Dale says, what a goal. Definitely, mate. Completely. Perfectly timed. Fantastic. Really good build. That's a full nails with a great ball through to Bowen, as I said. Just watching the replay again. Crosses in. Dealt with. So even if Antonio was going to be offside, which he wasn't, fantastic. Mark says they made that happen. Hello, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're all right. Eugene McGeever. Yes, we already know. Latest, yes, because I've already said it. Louis says, great goal. Agreed. Absolutely brilliant. And Antonio still chasing the ball down. Ogbonna heads it back to Fabianski. Sophie said brilliant from Bowen too. Agreed. That's Dale. Shut up, man. I was waiting for that. So nobody look at the table while this game is going on, because you're only gonna jinx it. You're only gonna jinx it. Ariella, mate, good to see you. Said yes, great start. It is a fantastic start. Great movement, fantastic movement. And Mark says, Mark, forget to say hello. Hello, mate. So Newcastle in possession still. Right, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, this, because we've never really scored early it's been a while since we scored early. So I'm interested to see what happens now with the tactics from both sides. Steve Bruce is very, very, he's Steve Bruce to a degree. This is that's a good challenge from you. Come on, deal with it. Fredericks trying heads it out, but doesn't really work properly. I think Maximin gets the ball. Dealt with. Yeah, Fredericks there. Key says cracking the start totally. Ari says, "I'm good, mate. I'm all right. Very happy. Very with an early goal. Just as, but no, as I say, Steve Bruce and David Moyes are very, very similar in a lot of ways, but very different in a lot of ways as well. Steve Bruce knows what he's doing for a lot of things. They're not unbeaten in 5 for no reason. Do you know what I mean? He's got some very talented players, as we do. His tactics have been criticised in the same way that we've criticised Moyes over the way. Louis says, just keep attacking, for fuck's sake. Agreed. Yeah, we're sitting back again, waiting for the counter attack. That's what he's trying to do. Darren, hello, mate. Hope you're right. So that'll do nicely. It will, man. It's lovely to see that 2-0 by half time. Come on, Del, don't jinx it, please. Shelby with so much space. Come off it. How on earth is that handball? Honestly. Starting the cheating already. Now he says, David Moyes has only lost twice versus Steve Bruce in 18 games, but it doesn't matter. It's an irrelevant stat, mate. When he lost against Newcastle at home early in the season. Come on, that's ball to hand. That's not handball. That's ball to hand. Jesus Christ! Come on, it's ball to hand. He's moving his arm out of the way. Come off it. Del says, all right, 3-0 by half time. Yeah, thanks for reminding us, whoever's commentating. We've lost our last 7 away games, which is totally true. Oh, come on! They've clearly marked Bonner as a target man to try and disruptful, and quite rightly so. From a different point of view, because I mean, yeah, okay, he does bring him down, to be fair, but yeah, I mean, Bonner's been absolutely fantastic for us. He really, really has. Especially, I say, probably one of the reasons why Chelsea weren't able to get through for a lot of things, apart from obviously the penalty, the free kick. They didn't really score from open play. So, Bonner's got a lot of platitudes for his effort, just as the free kick's about to be taken. Whoopsie. And straight. Well done. Not the best of saves by Fabianski. Yeah, he spits his gloves afterwards. Not the best. I mean, he saw it late. It's a big deflection, but second save, much better. Much, much better. So he rolls it out to Rice. Buzz at the Fornells, back to Rice, who's playing around with it. Back to Creswell. Creswell boots up, long ball, trying to find nobody. I mean, Antonio's running for it, but here we go. Second wave. Fornells with a good attempt, but took it too slowly. And Creswell on the ball now, passing it. Lanzini, Rice. Ball into the box. Antonio. Easy save for the Newcastle player. Easy save for Dubravka, I should say. Newcastle player. Easy save for him. Very, very easy save. So Newcastle in possession. We'll see what you guys are talking about. Del says Gerald is really something. Agreed. He's got some great movements in that, and as I say, very very good, very very good ball in to try and get the goal. Very very good. Fusion says a decent save from Fabian. Great resectors from Fabian. Yeah, as I say, the reef. But my argument, mate, always has been is if you can get your fingers on it, a goalkeeper can save it. That's the thing. You can do it, and he knows that because that's why he pulled out that. That's why he was able to do that save so comfortably next time. Ari says Roberto playing crap in Spain. I kind of feel bad for bloke. His time's gone. His time's gone. Really has. Mark says Lanzini playing well again. Yeah, not too bad so far, mate. We're 11 and 3/4 seconds into the game, but not been too bad. We're just sitting back trying to save energy by the looks of things, which is understandable to a degree, but we should be trying to go without a bit more for it. What is it? Was it? Yeah, Newcastle throwing. It's a throw in. Not really dealt with all that well. Chances, and it's a free kick, surely. Oh, it's a corner. Okay. So, in case any of you guys are wondering, we Newcastle have had 68% possession. We've had 3 shots and 2 on target. Corner in. Deal with it. Well done. There you go. Long ball back into the box from Newcastle. Come on, chase it down. Better movement. There's a free kick to West Ham from Shelvey, as usual. Now, guys, what is your attitude towards John Joe Shelvey? Because I know he's been linked with us a lot at the minute. You know, he really has been linked with us a lot. But what's your attitude on him? Harry says, JP, do you prefer watching the game with the crowd sounds or without the crowd sounds? Harry, for the last 2 games, I've had it with the crowd sounds, and I'm doing it without tonight, this afternoon, to see if I can hear what's going on. But it's very difficult not to be able to do this. It's very very difficult to get the volume loud enough so I can hear what's going on and talk to you guys without getting a copyright strike. Mark says, on the blackcurrant side of John, I am, mate. Well, dark fruits, but yeah. Rex J. Respico said, can Newcastle win? So, well, they could. They can. I mean, neither side can win it. That's why we love football so much. That's why we love it. But guys, as I said, give me give me your thoughts on Shelvey. I know we've been linked with him a lot over the last 7 or 8 years. But you know, would you take him back because he was an academy graduate, but just didn't graduate properly? Would you have him back, or is his time gone? For me personally, just as he's doing a charge in now, Newcastle into the box, goes out for a goal kick. For me personally, I wouldn't take him anymore. 6-7 years back, yes, prime of his life when he was working for Liverpool. You know, when he played some really really good football up there. Not so much now. No, he's a talented player, just not for me. I don't think he would suit our what us as a fan base are hoping for. Mark says, if West Ham win this and Villa lose, I think you're safe. Very, 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 very likely, mate. Very, very likely. Harry says he's decent and would be a fan favourite, but I just don't think we need him now. Maybe a few years ago, but not now. Exactly as I'm saying. Rex J, come on. Use your brains. Chad says, do you think we should sell David Martin when the transfer window is open? No, quite frankly. Roberto's the one we need to get rid of over David Martin. Thanks to St. Maximin. Ball in. Not the best of defending. There you go. 1-0. Yeah, 1-0. Good movement from Newcastle, to be fair, but not the best of thoughts from West Ham. Really, really isn't. We've got a game here, all right. Bloody hell. 2 goals already, and it's only 16, just over almost 17 minutes on the clock. So, yeah, static. Just watching the replay of it now. Static. Let him come. Diop let Ogbonna let him come straight through. Manquillo, I think that is. Let him come straight through. Miron. Yeah, it's not the best of defending. Really isn't defending. That is stupid. That is stupid. I mean, guys, we all knew we were going to concede. We can't keep a clean sheet. We just can't do it. We can't keep a clean sheet. We haven't been able to keep a clean sheet for a long time. Diop heads it out for a Newcastle corner. I mean, again, a long ball. Long ball. Freddie Line says, so we win versus Chelsea, but we're going to lose against Newcastle. Not necessarily, mate. Not necessarily. It's still a draw at the minute. We'll see what happens with this corner, but not necessarily. Static. So static when it comes to defending. Come on. Fredericks with a pathetic clearance and goes out for a throw-in. Mark Corden says, what's your opinion on the goalkeeper? Which one? Dubravka or Fabianski? Harry says, let's just get on the front foot and get the momentum back. Dark game, hello, guys. Hopefully we can get something from this game. Yep, it'd be nice. I mean, apologies for not saying all that much, guys. But as I say, it's difficult. It's difficult because it's all Newcastle at the minute. It's all Newcastle and has been for the majority of the game. I mean, we've had about 2 or 3 minutes, and another Newcastle's corner. Jesus, come on, defend West Ham. Come on, honestly. I mean, we're only 20 minutes in. Jesus Christ. So Newcastle in possession again. Come on, where's the interceptions? Where's the pressure? Like Harry said, where's the momentum? Come on. Easy save from Fabianski. Come on, get out the box. Not the best of Fabianski could have had his hands on that. Why palm it away? Just grab it. It's not hard to grab the bloody thing. Honestly. Right, so Ogbonna. Diop. Oi, hang on. 50-50 there, ref. Come on. Quite a bad foul from Suchek there, to be honest with you. Shelby. Oh, come on. Wake up, West Ham. Harry says not impressed with Fredericks today. He's not had that much to do, mate. To be fair, but yeah, not brilliant. Mark says I like Fabianski, but I think West Ham can do with a better keeper. There's not many better out there, mate. He is a very, 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 very good keeper. He's just the last few games he's been a bit shaky. He really has. At least Hugo scores, but he got injured. Oh Christ. So yeah, nothing going on here. Thanks for jinxing it, commentator, saying about the the result in November. Thank you. Or December, whenever it was. Good block from Crafts by Creswell. Good block there. This isn't good. Come on, Newcastle are massively dominating here. And they've been dominating for most of the game. I mean, we're halfway through the first half, and we should now technically be having a water break. But anyway, I'm glad we don't at the minute because it's too NFL for my liking. Yeah, not the best of ideas from Shelby, to be fair. Oh, you're spot on, mate. Too much space for Newcastle wingers. Agreed. We're trying to crowd the box too much when we're defending, and it's just not working at all. We've got the water break now. I said, anyone go to the pub yesterday? Nope. I mean, that just showing the repeat of Amiron's goal, and yeah. Defending's terrible. I mean, don't get me wrong. Amiron's quite a good player. To be fair, he is a good player, but that shouldn't have happened. That really. Sorry, guys. Bit of a glitch there for some reason. But that shouldn't have happened. That really shouldn't have happened. That goal. Marking as now, it'll be interesting to see what Nolan says to him as well, for that matter. Harry says, got to have the break. Moyes could probably talk to the boys and get them on the front foot again. He shouldn't have. I know what you mean, Harry, but he shouldn't have to. He shouldn't have to. These are professionals. They've been playing football since they could walk. I mean, it's different. It's hard. It's hard to talk about this game as it stands at the minute. I mean, because it's all Newcastle. As anybody with any brain would actually be able to figure out, because they're unbeaten in 5. They really are unbeaten, and you can see why they're unbeaten. They're just absolutely relentless. They're a lot more relentless than we are. That's for sure. A throw in from Fredericks. It goes out for another throw in. It's a Newcastle. Come on, you head. I don't know what you're, Manquillo. I don't know what you're bloody protracting about. You bloody headed the ball out. You dozy git. So Fredericks. Suchek. Piddling around again. The tempo is missing, man. Big time. Harry says, Steve Bruce is doing everything he can to impress with potential owners. Mate, he's doing everything he can to keep his job. Is nearer the point. It's got nothing to do with the investors. Steve Bruce is a good manager. He is good. It's just he's very flawed in a lot of ways. Just as Newcastle on the counter attack and West Ham are not keeping pace with him. Rice is doing well to hold him off, but he's got straight through him. It's a good foul to concede, to be honest. Right, so just coming up with a free kick. Good ball in from Shelvey. And well marked by Diop. And he gets thrown over and absolutely nothing given. Somehow that's a Newcastle corner by the looks of it. I don't know how you worked that one out. Dart Sam says, I can't see this winning us game with Newcastle dominating. Mate, they've been dominating right from the start. Absolutely right from the start. I mean, their possession is unbelievable. Dale says Fornell's loose today. He's not had that much of an inkling on the game, to be fair, unfortunately, but it's the tempo of the game. We're plodding around. We're looking lethargic, whereas Newcastle are absolutely on fire with their energy. I mean, both teams looking to try and hit each other on the counter attack. That's a Diop. Ogbonna passes back to Fabianski. Yeah, as the stats are showing, 46% action in the midfield area and 48% in the West Ham area. It's totally understandable. I mean, Newcastle have been absolutely dominant on this, and they literally got 74% possession at the minute. Mark, you're absolutely right, mate. We do need to keep the ball. This goes for a Newcastle free kick. Setting up for the half time. Eugene McGeever says David Moyes won't be too happy today with the West Ham United play right now. Yeah, agreed, mate. It's not brilliant. It's not brilliant. We're sitting well. It is David Moyes' tactics to a degree about sitting back and waiting. But I mean, look, Rice has got no options with this ball here. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. And he's protracting it as well, for that matter. It's just like, what am I supposed to do? Again, so Fornals with a good run. Fredericks. Come on, Ryan, what are you doing? Oh, come on. Could have had that. Harry says, how can we go playing well against Chelsea to getting dominated? Two things, Harry. Have you ever watched the West Ham game in the last 25 years? We were dominated by Chelsea as well. But we hit them where it hurts on the counter-attack, as I've been saying. Dale says, I actually think we are playing smart football. Yes and no. Both teams sitting there wait on the counter-attack, but the last 5 minutes, the possession rates have been terrible. That we've looked in certain parts of it, we've looked pretty clueless. I mean, free kicking from Suchek, headed out. Dubravka boots out. Suchek fighting for the ball. Bowen fighting for the ball. It goes for West Ham throwing. Sophian says Fredericks is playing not good enough. I would have started Johnson. Not much different, mate. Johnson's got even less experience than Fredericks does. I know what you mean, but it's a catch-22, mate. That's the problem. Harry says I would prefer Fornals being more central. Totally agree, but Anderson's has got a bit of a knock at the minute, which is why he's playing out there because we've got no other left winger. We don't. I mean, we technically, as I said in the when we had the discussion the other night, we could have had Yarmolenko out on the left. That could have happened. Oh, that was close. That was close. Who says good save? That should have went in. Agreed. That was very, very close. Newcastle on the counter attack now. Freddie says Rice is an overall solid player. He's getting that way, mate. He's still got a few things to learn, but he's very, very good. Very, very good. He's not been given that. Oh, come on, free ball! Free ball! Guy says, do you really think Allaire is still injured? Yes, I do. I do. I mean, there is a good argument that one of the reasons why it's been feigned as an injury, is because because of, I mean, this thing with his former team stalling on the instalment, no pun intended, but it could be because he needs X amount of appearances before they pay it, possibly, which should have been paid 2 months ago, but hasn't. So you don't know. It's interesting. I mean, yeah. I mean, with Allaire, things are weird, to say the least. But it's training. Players do get injuries in training, and they're not exactly going to be standing around walking about. They're going to be playing as high tempo as possible. This is. What are you doing, Mikey? What are you doing dancing with the ball? So Souček from Fornals back to Antonio. Mikey, pass it to somebody. Not in that direction. Should have passed it to Rice. Ah, exactly. Fredericks not the best of interceptions, but he got it back from Diop to Rice. Fornals. Was that? That's right, it's Lanzini. Souček, 3 to... That's Fornals. John Linton's got the ball now. Passing it through. Slowly counter-attack. Here we go. Oh, come on, Oggs. You could have got that before him. You could have had that. A good interception. Oh, come on. Stop pissing around, West Ham. Come on. Tempo. Creswell. Trying to find Antonio who gets the ball. Go on, son. Go on. Pass it in. Rice leaving it for Lanzini. Lanzini down through to Fornals. Come on, get it, Fredericks. Come on, who's there? Come on, who's there? Oh. Says, do you think Mark Noble will become assistant manager when he retires? I wouldn't have. You have to do his badges first, but I'm sure, yeah, at some point. West Ham are in the top 20 for richest club and yet have no backup striker. We've got 2 on the bench. We've got 2 on the bench. They're just not using them. It's really irritating. Lewis says this is better ball retaining. It is better ball retention, mate. Yeah. It's not brilliant, but it is better. It is better than how we've been playing before. Mark says Lanzini running the show. Agreed. He's playing much better. He's looking like he's got a bit more confidence. I don't think he's all that much higher than he normally is, but that's the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? So we've got 10 minutes left, guys. Give me your overall thoughts of this half. I don't think we've done too badly. I mean, there's been a few moments they've been shaky. Antonio, pass it. Oh, come on. Eugene says, what do you think of the 5th substitutes in the Premier League this season? I think it's a good idea. These guys haven't been playing properly for doing any of their normal work for over 2 months. It's understandable, especially with the games coming every 3 and a bit days. Freddie says no tempo. Harry says up and down first half, end the first half on a high would be nice. So we go Creswell with a free kick, ball in. We've got a corner. Dark Gamer 12 says Antonio needs a layout. Agreed. So we go the corner. Bowen taking the corner, which isn't actually on the corner. Short pass. Bowen in again. No. Come on, Creswell, don't. That's it. Better. Think it, West Ham. Think it through. Easy. Good idea from Diop, though. Very good. Go on, son. Shelby on the counter attack. At least trying to start it, I should say. Set Maximum straight at Fabianski. So to be honest with you guys, yeah, it's been a typical West Ham first half. Not the best, not the worst. It's a bit of a shame. Mark says I'm never right. I hope you guys have been all right this weekend. I hope you've all been chilling out and taking some much needed rest and relaxation this weekend. Harry says it's just an average half. Agreed. Mark says get drunk, John. Not going to happen. Bill says I'm so chilled I miss the soft. I don't think your missus are like that, mate, somehow. Dark Gamer says West Ham to be stressing people out. Yeah. It's hard work watching this. To be fair, if I wasn't doing this watch along, I'd be screaming at the telly a lot more than I currently am. It's not. Excuse me. It's not the best of games. It's not the best of games, but I say it's not the worst either. We've seen a lot. You know, as I said, guys, as I said before at the kickoff, I'll take a point. There's just something missing. There's just something missing. I'm not just saying that the strike. I'm just saying there's something missing in training. I don't know what they're focusing on. I really don't know what they're focusing on. It's really difficult to tell what they've been practicing. Oh, it's blatantly not ball possession. That's for sure. As it goes for West Ham throw-in. Harry says, good thing Longstaff isn't playing. Mate, totally, completely. He's a fantastic player. And there's a very good chance he's leaving at the end of the season. Very, very good chance. Del says, my woman loved Dr. Love. Dr. Love, honestly. Showing your age there, Sunshine. And so am I for knowing what you're talking about. Go on, Bowen, get it. Keep it in, that's it, lad. Fredericks with the ball in. Trying to get it to Lanzini, but it doesn't really work. So it's Fredericks on the ball again, piddling about, trying to get a thrown and not really working on it. Harry says players need more awareness and effort. Totally. Cool. Excuse me. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm yawning all of a sudden. I had quite a good night's sleep, to be fair. But yeah, difficult, hard work out there. And there's a lot more. Del says can't fault a passing. Yeah, there's been no misplaced balls at all. I mean, apart from like one or two interceptions, but other than that, it's all been good. Bowing in, not the best of not the best of ideas out of that, but good one nonetheless. So we've got 5-6 minutes left of normal time. Totally agree with you, Harry. Effort doesn't take skill. Completely. There's a lot more effort out there than we've previously seen. A lot more effort out there. You know, the effort levels are getting there, but then they're not as. Here we go. Newcastle making a substitution. Oi oi. Oh, looks like Isaac Hayden's got a calf strain or a hamstring maybe. So Bentleb's coming on in his place. Dark Gamer says we're playing better. We are playing better, mate. We are playing better. We're not playing brilliant, but it's there. It's just don't forget, guys. This is a bloody good team we're playing against. They are a good team. They're not unbeaten in 5 for no reason. Do you know what I mean? And I know it's the second time I've said that, but it just really does my head in with a lot of our fan base. Oh, we should be better than Wolves. We should be better than this. We shouldn't be better than anything if we haven't got the guts and we haven't got them at the right direction as a club. You won't be better than Wolves. You won't be better than Newcastle. You won't be better than Watford. You won't be better than Palace if you haven't got the right strategies. That's as simple as that. And we haven't got the right strategies in there. Harry says, remember Bentleb from his time at Spurs. He'd be up for this, man, big time. He's a good player. You know, they have a very good squad up there. They really do. I mean, for one, I'm glad that there's no away supporters up there because it takes about 20 minutes to get up to the away section. It's ridiculous. So check through to Lanzini. Pass it. No, not to the Newcastle player, you dozy bollock. Del says stay with it, have faith. Yeah, it's great, mate. I'm. Not the best of falls between the two of them. Dark Gamer says, why can't Almiron on St. Maxim get injured? And then there's Tyrella. Hello, guys. Because they are beasts. You're not wrong there, mate. They are fantastic players. I mean, it was really difficult when I did the preview. Really difficult to try and single out anybody that I didn't like out of them because they are a fantastic side. They are a good side. And they have been for a long time. They've achieved way more than we have since the start of the Premier League. You know, they were on course in the mid-90s to win it at one stage. For fuck's sake, you know they were playing in Champions Leagues. They've been up and down the last few seasons, granted, but so 3 minutes of extra time. Gamer says Carol on the bench agreed. Yeah, we said that at the start. Dale says with decompression stops. Barry says we have good players, but we don't have a strategy on success. Totally. Terry Cliff. I thought it was my cousin for a second. Then it looks like my cousin. It's 30 seconds into 3 minutes of added time, and it's 1-1 at the moment, mate. But thank you for joining. Can we have all the best player? We can have all the best players, but if there's no plan, then we will just be crap. Totally agreed. Hevad, hello. I'm all right, mate. Hope you're doing all right. It's good to see you. I'm glad you've been able to join us, mate. Very, very glad you've been able to join us. And Amiron's down. So he's not that much of a beast then, Torreira, hey? But no, seriously, he's a and St. Maxim, both of them down. Right, who jinxed them? Who was it who jinxed them? Harry, the Dark Gamer, you jinxed them. How do you think we'll do against Burnley next? Mate, they drew with Sheffield United. I caught the last 10 minutes of the game. Ooh, totally accidental. But yeah, it'd be difficult. Jerry says, how West Ham performing stats don't look good, but stats are only half of the game, mate. It's not been brilliant, to be fair. It hasn't been brilliant. Terry says West Ham need this win. It'd be nice. Get us away. You know, we're currently 4 points away from the bottom in a minute, but so we're basically a point away from the bottom, I should say. But yeah, it's bottom three. But yeah, it's hard. When Anderson comes on, he never runs down the wing like he used to. Agreed. He's not. He hasn't got the impetus. We're in the wrong part of the table. I've noticed with players like Anderson, it's been happening all the time. The lower you get in the table, the lower their effort is. It always happens. Maxim struggling. He is, mate. He's just limping off now. Happy to be here. Glad you're okay. I'm watching now, but I think I might be slightly behind. You normally are, mate. You normally are, so it's fine. Yeah, we're coming up to the last few seconds of added time. But it's tricky. It's tricky. Do you know what I mean? It's hard work on this. I mean, it's weird, right? I mean, this looks an absolute fucking state. It looks terrible behind me. I'm not going to. But you look at the preview, and it looks perfectly fine. It's mental. I think this lens picks up a lot more. This webcam picks up a lot more than my normal camera does. But I'll be doing the preview for Burnley straight after this. So keep an eye on that, guys. We play the ball forward a lot more while Noble's not on. Agreed. That's very, very true. And literally we're saying that with Lanzini, that's not a good. Sorry, Pabs, that's not a good tackle. That's not a good tackle. Dark Gaming 12 says all the teams below us keep losing, so we need to get points from our games. Agreed. Totally. Yeah, it's not good. Oh, also, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I'm not tired. I'm seriously not tired. But their efforts are some of the reasons we are down. We are down there. Yeah, glad this half is over. Yeah, it's just whistle's blown now. 10 p.m. on the 10th. I probably got to go, but I'll see whether I can stay. Fusion, that's fine, mate. Stay as long as you possibly can. If you want to go, mate. It's not a problem. I know you've got to get up for school in the morning. Terry says West Ham need Liverpool to win, help keep them safe. It's gonna happen. Few misses, I think you meant there, mate. But yeah. Harry says Lanzini off, Yarmolenko on. I disagree with you on that one, mate, because at the end of the day, as Mark was saying, Lanzini has been very dominant in that game. Really is. To be honest with you, I know what you mean, because I know exactly what you want. You want to have Lanzini out, Yarmolenko out in the wing, and Fornells in the middle. Agreed, but I don't think that substitution is going to happen. Dark says Rice or Noble as captain. Too early to say. Sophie says just a lapse of concentration for the goal. Other than that, we've played well. We've done. I wouldn't say well, but we've done okay. We've done okay, mate. But yes, you're right. It's that marking was shocking. Absolutely shocking. Jimmy's back. How you doing? We're watching cook-alongs again. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Hope you're keeping fine. Right, so it's half time, guys. Sophie says, okay, I'm sorry. I just want Lanzini gone. He's been great since the lockdown. He hasn't been great, but he's been better. It was better against Chelsea. He's more involved today, so he's improving. His confidence is getting back, and that's exactly what he's needed. And that's what we've always said. That's what we always say. We need him playing with more confidence. The more confidence he gets, the better he plays. Mike Williams, hello guys. Andy Carroll coming on scares me. We know what's going to happen. Agreed. Arian says, then how about Fornals off Yarmolenko on? Again, same thing. You know, I mean, it's just Fornals is trying to get into the game because he's not out. He's crap out on the wing, as is Lanzini out on the wing. But I don't know. It's just, as I say, it's not going to happen because Moyes isn't going to take either of them off yet. I think if he's going to take either of the two off, he's probably going to take Fornals off at some point and might bring, or he might do the same as he did against. Do you know what that's what really worries me, guys, is what he might do. What we might do is what worries me is he does exactly the same substitutions as last time. Yeah, exactly the same substitutions as last time. You know that I think that Wilshire's going to come on again at some point. I think Bowen's coming off and Yarmolenko's coming on again. Jimmy says, "All good, mate. Hope you are and all the viewers too. Good. Though he says, give Lanzini till 60 minutes, then pull the trigger. Yarmo and Wilshere on for Lanzini and Fornals. See, and that's what half the problem is. Making the same substitutions doesn't always mean the same results. That's half the problem." Says Dark says, "I agree about Lanzini." Jerry says, "JP, you should do a video of West Ham who should keep and sell at the end of the season." We've kind of already done that, mate. To be honest, we did that March when we were talking about everyone that's contracts are up over the next 3 to 4 years. We did that back in about February, March time as a live stream. But yeah, I might do it once the season's over, for however long short period that break's gonna be. Yeah. Harry says, "I just love Yarmolenko. Love the bloke." Adam, hello, mate. Was a brilliant start, but we sat back too much. Agreed. When we went 1-0 up. And of course, Newcastle scored a result. Unlucky not to be in front with Bowen decent half. It's been all right. It's been hard. Harry says, "I'm sorry, didn't talk too much before. JP, it's fine. The other guy was very rude when he told me to speak English, and I felt so shy to talk again today, mate. That's fine. He was a troll. Don't worry about it. He was using the photograph that I put up, saying that the preview for the what game was it? It was off whatever the game was. Was it Wolves? I think it was the Wolves game. The photograph to say that the preview was up. They was using that and face aging app on that. So don't worry about it, fella. It's all right. Last week, yeah, it was, mate. It was. I was going to say, because you've noticed that they're not back now because I've blocked every single one. That idiot had 4 accounts and I blocked every single one of them. Noah says Lanzini or Fornals. Fornals for me. I just prefer him, but they're both. But Fornals is in his not exactly the best of positions, and that's for him, and that's the point. Terry says, "Need to catch Newcastle on the break. They are susceptible. Completely agree with you there, mate. 100%. That's how we were able to. That's how we were able to score last time round, and that's how we've always been able to score against them." Harry says, "I don't think Jack would do well against Newcastle. They're too physical for him." Yes, he sits back a lot more. Lewis says, "Moyes is predictable, mate." I know that, and that's half the problem, fella. That really is half the problem. Terry says, "Plenty of trolls. I'm a Liverpool fan, and I'm interested in hearing from anyone from wherever they are from." Good. It's always good to have. It's always good to have neutrals. In the chat, it's always good to have a conversation. We're just looking at the replay of Newcastle's goal now, and so much jogging. Nobody given the space. Totally spaced through. Creswell, and I don't know what Creswell's going at for. He's culpable for half of that bloody build-up. Completely culpable for half of that build-up. But Hazard, I should say, just ignore him, mate. Just ignore him. You know, because myself and Rick will deal with them ourselves. So just don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. I think Bowen and Souček signings prove that you don't need to buy players from top leagues. It's a bit early to say, Harry, but I know where you're going with it, mate. I know where you're going with it. You just need people that just want to play football. Terry says, I was born in the east end of London, and West Ham is still a place in my heart. That's cool. Nothing worse than a London Red, mate. I'm afraid. Sorry, but but no, it's good to have you on board, Terry. Honestly, that photograph looks like my cousin. It's quite scary. It is quite scary. I mean, obviously, you're not going to know that because you're watching on Periscope. So says apologise. No, it's good to have you on board, mate, and I hope you followed the Periscope account because every single other West Ham game until the end of the season. And maybe into the start of next season, we're all going to be on Periscope as well as Facebook. So, by all means, do follow. Fusion says, I support every single Premier League team, but my teams that I like to support more is West Ham, Liverpool, Sheffield, and Leicester. Understandable, mate, given your location, but it's always good to do. So, Terry says, we'll do now. Thank you, Guy. So it appears that Periscope is quicker in responses, then there's less delay in the chat than there is on YouTube. Worth knowing. Yeah, it is, mate. It is fast. It's crazy that it shouldn't be. Both of them should be on equal terms, but it is what it is. I mean, the added bonus of Periscope is you can watch it through Twitter as well. So which is really, really cool. So I really do like that. So it gives exposure onto the channel from that side of things. But there's loads of I'm on the channel's on social media everywhere. Facebook, Periscope, Twitter. There's a few other little things and Periscope is American owned, I believe it is. Yeah, that's one thing I love about when you click on that. When you click on that, it says proud to be started by immigrants or something along those lines. And fair play. Despite what one twat says, I'm not racist in any shape or form. It's just the fact that you can't say anything against any different communities without being called a racist, even though that if you're talking about fact, it's still deemed as racism. Because people forget that racism is actually opinion. It's not fact. Reese says, up the Magpies. Come on, Boos. You're clearly not Geordie in any shape or form. JP, what are the three teams you hate the most? Mine is Millwall, Spurs, Chelsea. Spurs, certain Chelsea fans. I mean, most of the Chelsea fans I've met are all right, but there are a couple of dickheads. A lot more dickheads when it comes to Spurs. So Spurs, Millwall. I actually I haven't met a Millwall supporter yet that I don't like. Because let's face it, guys, they're exactly the same as us. I mean, we're 4 generations away from where it all came from. There's no point anymore. I'd say the 3 are London Reds. So basically, any London Man United and London Liverpool, because they're fucking arseholes to talk to. Terry seems cool, but before he pipes up. But yeah, Terry, you're absolutely right. I'm London is spoiled for teams. Totally. You're a good football streamer, unlike all the other streams which tend to send a link to Scan website. You read chat and tell us what's happening in the match. I do, mate. I'm not the only one that does it, to be fair. West Ham Fan TV are doing this. I'm sure that American Hammers TV are doing this. Hammers Chat are probably doing that. They all do the same sort of things. But obviously I don't know what they're doing because I'm doing it at the same time those are. Joe said, I got called a racist the other day, made me laugh. My adopted son is half Indian. Yeah, it's Marxist lefties, mate. That's half the problem. Jimmy says, Fusion, I hate Galatasaray, order shot. Order shot. Well, I'm obviously guessing you're a Surrey boy by the sounds of things. And LA Galaxy. Terry says, I'm not offended, it's all penalty me. And that's exactly as it's meant to be, mate. It's exactly what it is. It is banter, and people can't take banter a lot of the time. You know, I mean, banter is by its literal definition, is well-meaning jibing, and it is well-meaning jibes. Harry says he can't stand Blue Fans TV. Never watched it, so I can't really say. Freddie says he's dropped a sub. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Darren says, "Have you write better than." Adam says, Aldershot is my second team. I'm fuming. Jimmy, you nailed it, mate. Yeah, it will surprise you, but I'm sorry, boy, born and raised, mate. That's how I was able to identify it straight away. I've only been living over in the East End for six years now. I say East End, it's Chigwell, so it's not really East End. But yeah, I know what you mean. So it says, and I work in a place where my boss is a Chelsea fan. That's not good. That's not good. But at the end of the day, you know, it's like you say, as long as you can have a bit. I mean, I was talking to a Chelsea mate of mine on Friday, and the first thing he said when he answered was when we got on the phone was I wondered how long it'd take you to call me. Fusions is three worst teams as Chelsea, Man United, Man City. Yeah. Dale says time for Yama completely. It would be good. Because how long to the next half? Any second now, mate. Literally any second now. So Terry said, no, harsh on me, but I've had the last laugh of the season. Mate, I called it right at the start of the season. Me and AJ from Kiwi Hammers and Baz Cox, who now does Clouting Blue TV. The three of us were going through every single fixture when they were released around about this time last year. And I said right at the start that Liverpool were going to win it. Adam, mate, I'm drinking dark fruits. And Freddie called it straight off. Yeah. Jabbers, who's your favourite West Ham player growing up? Bobby Moore. But more recently, when I was in my late teens, early 20s, was Paolo Di Canio, mate, Chad. It really was. It was Paolo Di Canio, absolutely. I never got a chance to see him play live, unfortunately. But what I was able to see of him, absolutely loved the bloke. For the, was it 2.5 years he was with us? Or 3 seasons, I should say, he was with us. There says, one of the people on Blue Fans TV said, I hope Lampard takes a free kick and spits on the West Ham badge. So happy we did the double over them clowns. Agreed, mate. But Chelsea fans don't like us. It's fine. I haven't got an issue with it. It doesn't bother me. It's their problem at the end of the day. Terry says, I'm here for the second half for Defo. Good, mate. Good. It's literally just kicked off now. And Newcastle in straight possession once again. Terry says, you can't deny that they've been outstanding. That's why they are so far in front. But each season's different. Agreed. It is. And I literally said in the live conversation when the fixtures went out that I guarantee the conversation was after that awful Champions League final. God, that was dull. But when you boys won it, I guarantee Klopp went into the dressing room and said to the guys, right, we've won the Champions League. Let's do the Premier League because you guys got so close last season, so close. Jimmy says, quick fun question, mate. If you had one superpower for a week, what would it be? No invisibility. That's boring. God damn it. I seen it all. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's exactly how Newcastle were expected to start on the front foot completely. But mine, I will tell you in just a minute there, Jimmy. Just the ball comes in and it goes out for a goal kick. My superpower would be time travel. I'd love to do that. Go back and tell myself a few things to change things to make sure I don't make the same mistakes again. But it would be the in actual fact, no, interdimensional travel. That would be brilliant. Ian B says, when's the next half game? I mean, the second half is already played, mate, if that's what you're asking. No, mate, you can't beat it. Can't beat it. We're not West Ham fans aren't glory hunters. It's 4 generations for me, Terry. Literally 4 generations. My great granddad used to work for Thames Ironworks. My grandparents' place was opposite Bobby Moore's uncle. My uncles and my mum used to meet Bobby on quite a regular basis. Weren't friends with him or anything, but passing him in the street sort of thing quite a lot. So that's where the family connection comes from. Being a Surrey boy, born and raised. Hans Rambrich, welcome. Who do you think will win? It's quite even at the minute, mate. With Rice, just go back to talking about the game would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Lanzini, Bowen, Rice. I mean, either team could. To be fair, Fornell's on his arse. Mikey's chasing the ball down. Rice, get there. Well done, mate. Well done, Mikey. You could have backed him up on that. Right, so Diop. Long ball from Diop up to trying to find Bowen, but it goes out. Unfortunately, it's a Newcastle throw-in. Oh no, it's actually our throw-in. Rice is limping a bit, so I think it's that fall is in that challenge. I think by the looks of it, bless him. So that's not going to be good. And so Mikey's going to do his one of his famous throw-ins. So watch this going into the box. Yeah, it's blatantly going in the box. Yep, straight away. And it goes out for a goal kick. Terry says, it could be worse. I could support Man United. It's not that worse, mate. Not that much worse. Harry says, Newcastle and West Ham are very similar. It's actually crazy. Agreed, mate. I've said it loads of times. Same background, same heartache for a few years. Granted, they've had less heartache than we have, but it's still, yeah, it's still the lifeblood of the city. Terry says you're dead to me now. Freddie said we did Man U a favour beating Chelsea. yeah. Our game says Rice limping. Yes, he is, mate. It's that tackle that he did. I think he just might have strained his muscle or something, but he should be all right. He should be able to run it off, to be fair. Should be okay. So, right, so stats for the second half. Not that stats mean everything, but it's 57% possession for Newcastle. So we're slowly growing into it, as you can... Oh, come on. Diop, that's a terrible pass. Come on. Get out. That's it. Oh, Fredericks, come on. Look what you're doing. That's our ball, surely. Come on. Terry says that was a good result. It was a good result. Fortunately, I was there for the away game up at Stamford Bridge, and obviously we talked about it Wednesday night as well, for that matter. I just hope it's not an omen for what happened last time. We beat them twice on the bounce. But as I said the other night, or the other evening, I should say, if we survive this season, we've really got to go out and sort the squad out big time. Because if we don't, we are down next season. If we don't go down this season, it's just going to happen. We've ridden our luck for way too long. We really have ridden our luck for way too long. Just as Newcastle are still in possession. Harry says 2 dinosaurs as managers, strikers who don't score the amount they should. Agreed. Both have great English midfield. 2 keepers who are underrated, and both have a fan base that hate their owners. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dark Gamer says best defensive midfielder this season, in your opinion, John. I don't know. I've not really watched any of the other games. Really, I haven't had a chance. Especially the last 2.5, 3 weeks. I haven't had a chance. I watched I watched a couple of Chelsea's games. And I watched Spurs Man United, but other than that, I've not really watched a lot of football this season, other than West Ham. So I can't answer, mate. I'm sorry. Terry says this will make you laugh. I actually now live between Norwich City and Ipswich. Oh, the old cider town. Oh, okay. All right, go get some decent cider then, my boy. Chad says, do you think Wolves will get into the Champions League spot? 100%. They are not that far off it. They're really not that far off it. I mean, they're literally 6th. So if they keep their momentum going, they're definitely going to do it. They're definitely going to do it. Fusion says, amazing play from both teams. Finally an even match. Agreed. Jimmy says, I reckon 40 million players were the wrong move for West Ham. Agreed. This is Bonner takes the kick. Bowen. I'll come back to you, Jimmy. Bowen into the box. Get there, Krez. Get it. Don't jog, you fucking lazy cunt. Oh, the carrot crunchers. Yeah. Jimmy, I'll come back to you in a minute. So while they're pissing around with that, we would do better poaching 7 to 15 million pound players who are hungry. And that comes with corners with who are hungry and up and comers with emerging talents. Completely agreed, mate. Totally agreed. Fornell's in with a really poor ball in, and goalkeeper grabs easily. Noble for fuck's sake. New now, no, number 10 coming on. Language Timothy. Sorry, man, but there's no need. He didn't have to jog to wait that go for throwing. He could have got. Honestly, it does my head in sometimes, Creswell. I mean, Peter Jones rates him over Masuaka over Creswell, and fair enough. I see his point. I don't agree with it, but I see his point. But honestly, he could have had that ball. We could have had that ball. Harry said, I think De Bruyne is the PFA Player of the Year, very possibly. Harry said, Noble coming on. I don't agree. We're going to be even slower. Not necessarily, but you never know. Mikey, come on, Mikey. Creswell, wake up, for fuck's sake. That's what I'm saying. Honestly. Abed says, Noble on means passing back. Not always, mate. I mean, Rice has done the same thing. He's done that a few times tonight. I haven't seen anyone criticising him over that. Mikey with the throw-in again. Oh, come on. You're better than that. Hi, man. Oh, Bonner, come on. Masuaku on, please, even though he's not good. No, To be fair, Harry, I'd rather it's a Lanzini off a Noble on. I'd rather have Creswell on than Masuaku. I don't trust the guy at all. I really don't. Uh, I can't pronounce that, but welcome. Stedzipan Matokanovic, I think you pronounce that. I'm sure I'm pronouncing your surname all right. I can't watch the game. Can you tell me who is playing better? Hello from Croatia. Welcome. It's pretty even at the minute, to be honest with you. I mean, possession wise, mate. It's Newcastle have just got that little bit of an edge to possession, but it's a lot more even game as it stands at the moment. Still 1-1, 57 and a half minutes in. Dale says Noble going backwards now. I think Noble's criticised a lot for doing the same thing that other defenders do, defensive midfielders do, to be fair, but I know what you mean. Fusion says, I don't want to say the full word that it's just bad, but put a star, but you know what I mean. I agreed. I thought Lanzini looked okay today. He did. He looked fine. But with Noble having a week's rest, it could actually work in our favour. It really could. Terry says, Carroll on 10 minutes from the end and scores a heady winner, mate. I bloody hope he doesn't. Harry says, I think Antonio comes off. He looks tired. He won't, though. I know what you mean. He's knacking himself out all the time, bless him. But why? Come on, tackles, man. We suddenly look vulnerable with Noble coming on. To be fair, Dale, I know what you mean, but at the same point, we've been playing like this all season. We have and all day, for that matter. Louis says, "Come on, Noble with the winner." Harry says, "Rice is our man of the match so far, mate." Yeah, agreed. Antonio needs support. Yeah, I said, just kidding. You can't hit a barn door nowadays. Well, I know, but it's former club syndrome, mate. That's half the problem. That's half the problem. Oh, come off it. Exactly. Get up. That's not a free kick. He went down about a week after Ogbonna passed the ball. Much as when anyway the guy was anywhere near him. Honestly. Yeah, all right. I mean, he's running into his foot. All right, but it's natural movement. It's not intended. It's not a foul. It's not a foul. Fabianski gathers. Time, Seb. Come on. Lucas, come on. Time. Why should I say that? I don't know. It's just static football. But at the same point, if we hold this for the next half hour, we're fine. And we'll be unbeaten, but I hope it's not a commentator's curse or nothing, but oh, come on, Creswell. The pair of you. Honestly. Right, so corner coming in from Newcastle. Good save from Fabianski, to be fair. That's... Wait, get out of the way, you dozy prick. that's probably what Fabianski said as well by the look in his face. All right, so Souček, Fornals, Souček, Fredericks, Souček. See, look, no one's criticising Souček for doing that, are they, eh? Honestly. JP, is West Ham yellow goal kit better than the green one? They're just as bad as each other, mate, to be fair. I mean, the new one for next season is fucking Kermit Lime Green. Don't like it at all. Dark Gamer said it would be good if we could hold this draw. Terry quite rightly says that we need the win more than a draw. Be Padawan, not Padawan, Padawan. But yeah, it would be nice, but I can't see it coming. I can't see it. Neither team look like they're really trying to fight for it at the minute. They really don't look like either trying for a goal. So Creswell with a throw in. Come on, there you go. Way too high to get to Antonio. And it's now headed football by Newcastle. Do or do not. There is no try. Always with you, cannot be done. So Rice. Bowen. So, yeah. Noble. Diop. So, Ogbonna, I should say. Fabianski. Good interception. Go on, Nobes. Pass it up. See, you can do it, Dale. Side pass to Rice. Rice with a long ball. Trying to find... Yep. Creswell the ball in. Mikey slips. It's a shame. We actually look shit now. Yama must be fuming. Havard says, do you still stream after the game and recap, or are you to end it straight away? Well, not straight away, mate. I will have a bit of a recap in 25 minutes' time. But from a West Ham perspective, mate, there's not much to talk about. Now he says, Yamo one, please do not, please, Moyes. Corner in, Bowen. Oh, that was close. Yes! Souček again. Exactly. I mean, that was very close from Rice there. Just looking at the replay. Headers against the bar, and Souček pounces, sees the spot, and bam, back of the net, 2-1. Get in. And even Nolan celebrating. Keeping us up. No, I'm not gonna jinx it. Yeah, but yeah, we've got 25 minutes left to go. No, so let's just try. Let's just hope they can keep it for the next 25 minutes. Just hold it, not try and concede. You know, just defend, but not try and go on. Oh no! Come on, close it! Oh, oh, fuck's sake! Jesus, that was what 70 seconds between the two goals. Fucking hell! That's unbelievable. Yeah. I'd say about 70, 80 seconds between the two bloody goals. That's unbelievable, that. He was onside. I know you guys are saying he's offside, but Harry's saying offside, but no, it can't. No, it's got to be what? It's got to be 70 seconds. It's got to be. It can't be much more than that. It really can't. I mean, we scored in the 65th, and that went in the 66th and a bit. So, oh my god. I really wish I could lip read to see what Moyes is saying. He's obviously saying like, "Come on, focus, do what you need to do," and all that sort of stuff. But man, alive, that's irritating. That is fucking irritating. VAR, where's VAR? It's not offside. He's onside, mate. It's close, but he's onside. Yes, Fusion, it is. It's 2-2. Well, not even that. The commentators are saying it's just within 60 seconds. There's not even a minute. Not even a minute. So St. Maximin's off and Lazaro's on. This is Newcastle on the defensive. Hi, man. I bet Adam Shearer's drinking Newcastle Brown now down the pub. Fusion, I need to go and sleep now. See you about the Burnley. All right, mate. Take care. Well, the Burnley match is at 6 o'clock, mate. So if you're going to bed now, we ain't going to see you tomorrow. I'm not going to see you on Wednesday. John Joe scores a goal. Of course he does, mate. He always scores against us. Every single fucking game. Yet David Gold, nah, shit. Well, if John Joe's shit, then he can't be that shit if he's scoring against us every single time he bloody plays against us. Dark Gamer says, if Carroll scores the winner, I'll be pissed. Mate, you're not going to be the only bloody one. But we've got 20 minutes left. 20, 23, maybe. 23, 24 minutes left. So it's all Newcastle still. I mean, to be fair, from one point of view, Newcastle have been very, very dominant, and from that point of view, they would deserve the win. But at the same point, it's been too lackadaisical. We all said, and I'm surprised Andy ain't here, to be fair. We all said, as Andy quite rightly pointed out on the when we did the conversation on Thursday night, I should say, on Thursday night, that now that is offside. That is offside. He's miles off. He's miles off. Where was I going with it? Yeah, but as I say, it's always happens. It's former club syndrome. It really is former club syndrome. It just shows it's typical. Yes, that's what Andy was talking about. Andy said it would just be West Ham. It would be completely West Ham. We win against Chelsea and go up and lose against Newcastle. And he's right, and it's West. That's what West Ham do. We have a fantastic game. The next game we play absolutely fucking shocking. And so far, bar a few things, we've been quite. It's been quite a lackadaisical performance. It really has. Not we haven't seen half. We haven't seen half of the fight that we should have been. Trying to play it a little bit too sweet and kablam, kablam. Not going right. Not going right. Harry, David Gold, mate. If I said Sullivan, apologies. It was David Gold that said that John Joe Shell was a shit player. Harry says you're always the most vulnerable when you scored, and we just proved that. Yeah, well, yeah, because it was their bloody kickoff, mate. It was literally from their kickoff. And as Noble puts the ball up, tries to find Bowen, but it's a little bit too strong for Bowen to get, and Bowen's not exactly happy, and quite rightly so. So Yama's coming on, so I'm guessing Bowie's coming off by the looks of it. Straight through our midfield there. Straight through. Jeez Louise. Come on, what is going on here? Diop, that is a terrible, terrible clearance. Unbelievably terrible clearance. So Fornell's coming off and Yarmolenko coming on. So pretty much what I said. Good idea. Just the other way around. So hopefully he can give us something. He can give us something a bit more fight to it, a bit more gumption, a bit more. Dale, are you still here? He always disappears when there's a 2-all. Dex. Good ball up from Dex, to be fair, but not exactly where the placement wasn't exactly perfect. Bowen's winded by the looks of it, bless him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's winded from running into one of the subs warming up. It sounds like a swimming pool without the crowd sounds. It really does sound like a swimming pool. Easy save for Fabianski to make there. 25 minutes to go. First time I've seen Richie, to be fair. He's a good player as well, Richie, but... All right, so Ogbonna. Creswell. Ogbonna. Hoofs it up. Trying to find Noble, but fortunately we get away with it. Rice. Through to Fredericks. Diop. Don't pass it to Ogbonna. There we go, back to Fabianski. Terry says, it's all falling in these days of technology you would think would be better. Agreed, man. Agreed. Harry says, can we get a third goal like Tercio? I can't see it, Harry. I really, really can't see it coming. I can't see it. We're playing for the draw here, guys. We're massively, massively playing for the draw. But if we get something in the next 15 minutes, I'll be very happy. Terry says hologram grounds would have been better. West Ham Sabutio would have been better, to be fair. Noble down to Creswell. Mogbonna. Diop. Fredericks, way too far up. Yama. Piddly ball through to Souček. Poor ball from Souček. You can see that coming a mile off. Terry says Carroll's coming on, for fuck's sake. Here we go. Nothing yet, but Terry says crowd's not grounds. My bad. Yeah, I know what you meant, mate. Who's Zeron? Hello. Who's playing better? It's pretty even, mate. To be honest with you, ends it being 2-2. Harry says Souček should have shot that. Shelby. So Newcastle still in possession, quite heavily in possession as well, for that matter. Still in possession. Nobody fighting but Bowen. Everyone else sitting behind the ball, and now Bowen's sitting behind the ball as well. I'm telling you, man, we're stuck. We're playing for a draw. We're playing for the draw. Oh, shut up, Bentleb, showing off and come on, it's our free kick shot. It's our free kick. Come on, there we go. Throwing, sorry, I should say. But here we go. Now he's coming on. Louis. Dave says, no, the game sounds about even. As I say, but it is. It's totally even. So here he comes. 10 minutes to go. Who called it? Our gamer says we sit back way too much. Agreed. Harry asks, has anyone else missed Snodgrass? Well, why is it they don't seem to have many players that run on the defenders? Tell me about it, mate. It's just the sitting back. Come on, Yama. Good ball in from Yama as well. Oh, that could have been good. Dale says, just put it out there. We win. Twitter woman can abuse me body for a month. What Twitter woman? So Newcastle throwing. Piddling around. Bonner's down. Some challenge from Almiron by the looks of it. Zeron says, do you think Shelby's goal was offside? It was close, but it looks like he was onside. So Fredericks. No ball, back to Fredericks. Yarmolenko, Fredericks, Yarmo again. Alfie says Fornell's played Shelby on by about 4 or 5 feet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was close. Antonio, come on, you could have had that ball. He is his knackered, bless him. Carlos San Kakandenko. I don't know, I can't pronounce that, mate. But welcome anyway. Do you think the game will end the same score? It's looking that way, mate. It's looking that way, but you never know. So we've got about 10, 12 minutes left. Mitchell Anderson, hello, mate. What do you think the final score will be? I'll be very surprised if there's anything else in this. I think it's going to stay 2-2, but you never know. You never know. Bowen, Noble, Creswell, Noble, Rice. Oh, Yarmolenko, Bowen. That's a corner, sure. That's a deflection out of that. Yep, corner. Bowen's corner in. Ooh. Chad says, do you think Joseph Anang will go out on loan? He might do. He might do. You never know. He's not going to get into the squad next season, unfortunately. Zeron says, what your prediction now? I still say I can't see any more goals coming. Dale says, woman of Twitter urging it in. What woman? You mean singular or plural? If it's plural, it's women, not woman. Come on, mate. You're not that pissed, surely. Bowen. Zero, and if you put that up one more time, you're being blocked, mate. Don't spam the chat. So Creswell with the throw in. Bit of a digs there. Ari says Bowen's been playing great. He has been, as has Yarmolenko. As well, most of them, to be fair. Mate. But yeah, Bowen's really stood out again. Dale's his best player by far, Bowen. Yeah. Rice has been pretty good for us as well, for that matter. So it's I mean, there's a lot of players you can criticise, but there's not many that you can pick out as being top high. I mean, Antonio's run his nuts off, bless him, as always. Come on, Nissa. Come on. Oh. Harry says, do you think Yarmolenko should start the next game? I don't think, not yet. He hasn't had enough game time, but second half next season, that next game, definitely. Second half against Burnley, I'll bring him on. Dan says, we've been playing kind of better since we came back from lockdown. We haven't, mate. We've only been playing better the last 4 days. Terry says, West Ham supporters will be supporting Liverpool this afternoon. See all the idiots are starting to come into the chat now, trying to be funny. Noah Gummerson says, which player is going to be Ham of the Year, do you think? It's a toss-up between, welcome mate, it's a toss-up between Ogbonna and Rice. It really, really is. For me, it's Ogbonna. For other people, it's Rice. But those two have been outstanding this season. They have been absolutely outstanding. Noble gathers the ball, passes it to Rice. Keeps running. Through to Souček. Antonio. Bowen. Ball in. Corner. Kemi Coker, haven't seen you for a while, mate. Hope you're all right. Souček is an amazing player. He is. Bye-bye, Jamie. According to Sky, it's Newcastle 0, West Ham 0 with 0 minutes and 0 seconds on the clock. Here we go. A bit more. Here we go. Tempo. Come on. Ball in. No. Death Conqueror says, why are people giving so much hate? I know we sports West Ham, but still just there is no point giving him hate. Agreed, mate. Thank you very much. Just shows you how immature a lot of people are. Come on, sort yourselves out. Spacing. So 4 minutes of stoppage time, apparently. Bowen. Rice. Bowen. Creswell. Rice. Noble. Fredericks. Yarmolenko. Noble. Yarma. Gives the ball away, technically. You know, it's not really, it's just an interception. Ogbonna. Creswell. Not the best of balls from Cres. So yeah, Newcastle playing both teams set up with this point, man. This is ridiculous. Oh. Both teams waiting for a point. This is really fucking irritating. Louis says Newcastle are happy with a point. Agreed. Chaz says, I bet the people who are hating you are Millwall fans. They're just wankers, mate, in general. Juve, hello, said a point more than I expected, to be honest. No, I said I'd take a point. I'd be happy with a point. And it's not really helped us all that much, but it has at the same point. If that makes any sense. Agreed, Louis, totally. Come on, push. Creswell's throw. Antonio. No ball with the weirdest thing I've ever seen him do. So 9 seconds now, guys. Nobody needs a haircut. Looks like Matthew McConaughey with that haircut. Newcastle throwing. Come on. It's too casual. It's too casual. Too casual. Come on. This is crazy. I know there's a few dying seconds, but come on. I mean, a point's a point, but still, come on, guys, just taking the mick. I knew we wouldn't see the fight. I absolutely bloody knew it. Right, so there we go, guys. Newcastle 2, West Ham 2. I mean, we're 4 points clear as it stands at the minute, but in general, it's not good enough. It's just not good enough. We had about 20 minutes of fight, and that's about it over the 98, 99 minutes we played. Was it? Yeah, 98, 99 minutes. It was not good enough. But I mean, it was entertaining in parts. Good goals. I mean, both 2 of those goals, the goals that we conceded, could have been avoided, and I guess from a Newcastle point of view, so could ours. So a point is good from that point of view. As I say, because we're 4 points above Aston Villa now, and there's no way they're going to beat Liverpool. So, Harry says at least there's no controversy. Agreed. But guys, yeah, that's it. I mean, I said at the start of the stream that I'd take a point, and so I'm not that disappointed from side of things. But guys, yeah. So I will be recording the Burnley preview later on today, so that'll be going up for 8 o'clock on Monday evening. So in the meantime, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening, in your afternoon and evening, and I will see you because the preview will premiere on Monday night. So take care of yourselves, guys. Look after yourselves and stay safe. All the best. Where are we? It might help if I put the right thing up, wouldn't it? Ta-da.